What happened to chastity?
Yes, I have recording privileges. Okay, before we start our lesson, let me give you some dates. Now, our next session after this one will be on August
30th.
30th. No, not August 30th.
Oh,
August 2nd. Is
Sorry.
it August 2nd? Our
Yeah,
next
August.
session will be August 2nd. And our last session to the summer will be August 30th. But you'll have a worksheet for this session that I will send to you probably at the end of this session. Well, either to the end or tomorrow. I'll send you the next worksheet, which will be for the August 2nd. All right. And then our last session for the summer would be August 30th. And then
So when
we'll be,
school open back?
I don't know the date. I haven't been given a date. Do you know, Ms. Beckles, when is school opening?
No, no date yet.
We haven't gotten a date yet. So we'll be opening up in the fall, but we don't know the date. Okay. But we're doing 3 sessions for the summer. We're doing one today. We're doing August 2nd, then we'll do August 30th. And you'll have worksheets for each of the sessions. All right. Now, today we want to go over.
How did I do on my test? On my homework?
Oh, I sent it back to you. Did you get it? You did excellent. No, I sent it. Oh, let me check.
I was looking through my emails, Miss Barbara.
No, it would have come back on your. Let's see. Let's see if I text it to you. I'm looking here.
Because I put this chip in my phone and it's driving me crazy. I don't know how to use the messenger anymore.
Okay. Yes, I text you. Friday, July 9th. I text you. You didn't get a text?
No.
I said, amazing. You got the most difficult problems correct. Excellent work. 70%. You missed numbers 2, 3, 6, 11, 16, and 17. And number 6 was a +4 and a -4. So I sent you a text.
That's not what I put on my paper?
No, I think you had maybe 1, 7. You know, you like the square root, you didn't have both +4 and -4, right?
Yes, I did.
You did.
I remember.
Not on what you sent me. Maybe you had it on your paper.
Oh, crap.
What you sent me didn't
I remember that one because I remember x minus, because I don't know how to do the minus on them.
Well, -7 times -7 is a plus. So that's why the square root is both numbers.
Not the x. You said the 4. Isn't that what you said?
I said.
Why did I get number 2 wrong?
I don't know. You have to tell me when we go over it.
Let me look for my answer.
2, 3, 6, 11, 16, 17. You missed. Number 6 is +4 and -4. But it was excellent. What you completed was excellent. All right.
Which one is the x +4?
Number 6 is +4 and -4. I think it was square root of 16. Because that's what square root of 16 is, +4 and -4.
Let me see if it's in there.
Now let's get started. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, I had my -4, Miss Barbara.
Well, you may have had it on your sheet.
I said, no, I had it here. I said,
you sent it to me?
4 or x equal -4.
You had it on what you sent me?
Yeah, I had it there. You gotta widen it because the minus is small. It's so tiny. But when I widen it out,
numbers, let me see what you had for number 6.
I know. I remember that one. I say
you had. You know what you had? You had x equal 40r.
No, I said r. That you understand it. X equal -4.
No.
I make you understand it.
No, I don't understand this. You had x equal 40r. To me, that's 40.
No, it's not 40.
40r is 40 times r.
No.
Yes, it is. It's multiplication
of. I should have maybe put a comma because it's a quadratic. I just put it r.
No, but remember when we go over these things, Latoya, a number and a variable is a multiplication. So to me, 40R is saying 40 times the
I should have
variable
put
R.
N and I made a mistake and put R. But I get it right anyway. I just
But
didn't put N.
but it's right next to each other. See, that's the problem
No, I
when you
must have made an error. I must have was trying to put N
yeah,
and then I
but
put
you
R.
maybe so, but you didn't put 4 blank. You just put 4 and then OR. So to me, that's a number times a variable, O and R. I
No, that's
understand
not
what
what I
you're
want to
saying,
put.
but
Yeah.
what you had in your mind was not what was on this. Remember, I'm translating this as the way it's coming to me. So it wasn't 4 blank R and then X equal -4. It was just 4 and then OR. Okay. That's why. But I understand what you're saying. And
I
I'll go
wanted
back.
to put
I'll go
N.
back,
That's
give you credit. I gave you a half credit. I'll go back and give you full
to
credit.
give it the half.
No, I gave you a half credit just because you had -4. That's you know what I mean? But as far as I see, you
So you
didn't have.
understand the asterisk for 9 less than M?
Oh yeah, I had no problem with that.
Okay.
Asterisk can be, multiplication symbol. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'll do, Latoya, on number 6, I'll give you the full credit. All right, because now you told me what
Because
you
my
were.
phone is so small. I miss my other big phone. This
Yeah.
one is too much
But
problem.
don't you have a tablet or something you could email it from a tablet? No.
I work on paper. That's why.
Well, I do like Chastity. She takes a picture of her choices. She circles them, take a picture, and send me the picture.
Oh.
All right. You know what I mean? So then
Yeah,
there's no
I forgot
problem.
my worksheet. I worked them out.
Okay. Well, she takes a picture of her worksheet with her circled choices, and then there's no problem of getting anything.
Okay.
Which is fine. Okay. Now, is everybody looking at the screen? College algebra number 6, number due July 9th. Okay, this is our first session of the summer. Oh, did you get number 1 right? Did you have 1 correct?
Yeah, I had number 2 wrong. I don't understand.
Okay, we'll go through it. Okay, so 1 wasn't that a reverse? You were dividing by -1, so you had to reverse the inequality on number 1. So number 1, the answer was D.
Yeah, I get that one right.
Okay. Chastity, did you have that one correct?
She says she's in traffic.
Oh, she's in traffic.
Stuck.
Okay. Where is Audrey?
I don't know.
You heard from Audrey, right, Miss Beckles? You heard from Audrey? She's not on. Okay. So you had this one correct, right? Latoya, number 1?
I had number 1 right.
Well, I think we better go through it because not everybody had it correct. Okay. Solving the inequality. So let's just copy this and do what you did to get it correct. And what did you do first, Latoya?
I add both sides, I think.
Okay, let me just. Okay, so what did you do?
What did I do? I get.
What did you do for this
a plus
inequality?
A -8.
Okay,
-8
that's right. So you
sides.
subtracted 8. Okay, so let's just put here subtract 8 from both sides. Okay. Not subtract, subtract. Okay. Now let's just put what you said you did. Let's put that for this inequality. Alrighty.
This is this first time I really understand how to do this. I never used to.
Oh, that is so good. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, because there are still some of my students who are having problems with the inequality.
I finally figured out. I never used to know how to do it at all.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so let's just, so the +8 -8 will give you the 0, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, put that back. Okay. And
because
copy.
the 5 is bigger than the 4. I think that's how you change the sign.
Okay, so the +8 -8, that's the 0 right there, right?
Yeah.
And what did you do next?
4x
Well, I'm going to subtract that 8 to get 1 over here. Okay. So this would be 9 minus 8 is 1. So this would be 5x plus 1, right? And what did you do next?
You combine like terms.
So how did you do that? That means you're getting your x's together. So what did you do? How did you do that?
4x plus 5.
No.
No.
You want to get the 5x over where the 4x is, right?
Yeah. It's
okay.
Gonna,
so you did what? Subtract?
Yeah, subtract.
Yeah, subtract 5x from both sides. So let's just do that. Subtract 5x from both sides. Okay. So we're going to do that. So let's do on the left side, minus 5x. Okay. And on the right side, minus 5x. Okay, so what do we have on the left side, Latoya?
It's gonna be x.
4x minus 5x, that's what?
It's just x.
No.
1x.
No.
Yeah, 4x minus 5x is 1.
Plus or minus?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. So you were just saying 1. 1, when you say 1, that's plus. So on the left side, let's just put this here.
Yeah, I forgot the plus. The 4 was plus. It is
plus, that's right. And the minus is the bigger number and it's negative. Okay. So you'll have minus, let's just put this here. So that just be a minus x. So we could say minus 1x, right? We don't have to put it, but I'll put it there, 1x. The 5x plus and 5x minus is going to be 0. So this would just be 1, correct?
Yeah.
So that's 1, and take out this because that was 0. Plus or minus with the same variable or constant gives you 0. Now, to get a plus, we're going to have to divide by minus, right? And when we divide by minus, we reverse the inequality. So we divide by minus 1 and reverse the inequality, right?
I remember I was asking you one question we had, and I told you,
so
how do you know to reverse the sign?
That's right. So then we get D, right? So that would be, all right, there we go. So x less than or equal minus 1, because now we reverse, went from greater than to less than. So the answer is what? D. Not everybody had that correct. That's why I'm doing it now.
I get that one right.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think Audrey had it right. She's not on here, so she'll get this session. Plus, hopefully she'll go to YouTube and look at the explanation. All right, Latoya, how do you do number 2? What do you do first? It's another inequality, and let's just copy it, and you tell me what do you do first. That's a greater than or equal to. So what's your first step?
Plus 8.
Very good. Add 8 to both sides. 8 to both sides. All right, so let's do that. Out of the way and copy this and add our plus 8. Okay, so I add 8 to the left side. So this is plus 8. And then I add 8 on the right side. Plus 8. And what do I have left on the left, Latoya?
Which side?
The left side. Left side. What's
the left side? 10.
What is it?
2 plus 8, 10.
No, left side, left.
Oh,
left.
the left side. Minus 6.
No. What's a minus 8 and a plus 8?
Oh, 0.
0. So I'll
Sorry.
have just 2x left, right?
Yeah, 2x, yeah.
And then I'll have that's greater than or equal. And this way you have the 10. 8 plus 2 is 10. So 2x greater than or equal 10. Okay, so let's just put our 10 here. 8 plus 2 is 10. Now just mental math. If 2 times a number is greater than or equal 10, then 10 is divided by the number, right?
So it's x greater than 2, than 5.
Yeah, greater than or equal. Okay, so here you really divide both sides
by 2.
That's right, by 2. And your answer would be x greater than or equal to 5. So let's just put that
My mind told
here.
me it was B, you know.
Huh?
My mind told me it was B.
Was B?
Not B, A.
I was about to say that's a minus
Yes,
sign.
A.
A,
You
right.
know,
So
small it, B.
x greater than or equal to 5.
Yes, A. My mind told me it was A.
That's 5. And that answer choice is answer A. That's it. That's the answer. No reverses here of inequalities because we're not dividing or multiplying by negative. Okay. Straight up answer A. All right, let's go to number 3. Okay. Now, number 3, I put a I.
I didn't remember what this means. I don't know.
Well, you have real numbers and you have imaginary numbers. I means imaginary. But you didn't really have to know that because I told you that I square is equal to a negative 1. Because I know when you multiply this 3i minus 2 times I plus 1, you're going to get an I square. So that's why I gave you I squared minus 1. So when you get that I square, you put the minus 1 in for it. So let's just take this. Did you get this one right, Latoya?
No, I don't think so. I think I have the right thing on my paper home and put the wrong answer.
Okay, that happened. That's another student. He said they had the right answer, but then they put it wrong.
The second guess.
Yeah. And then what was it? I think it was Maureen. She said, you know, I had the right answer and I changed it. 2 of them. I said, Maureen, you do that all the time. When are you gonna learn not to do it?
Too. I'm trying to break out of that.
I said, normally your first hunch is your right one. She had 2. She said, when I told her the answers, she said, I had them. And I text her back, Maureen, you do that all the time. Why you're changing your answers? 2 of them, she did the same thing. And it happens so frequently. And I said, most of the 90% of the time, your first answer is correct. So why are you changing it? So 3i minus 2 times I plus 1. What is that equal to, Latoya?
So the 1 square.
Man, that's I.
Minus
so yeah, 3i. So that's gonna be to the second power, right? Okay. So 3i times, let me put this here. Okay. So 3i times I is going to be 3i squared. And then 3i times 1 is 3i. So that will be plus 3i. And then minus 2 times I is minus 2i. And then multiply the constants. Minus 2 times plus 1 is a minus 2. And then we still have our minus 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I told you that I square is a -1. So since I square is a -1, wherever you see I square, you're going to substitute the -1. So let's just put this here and put it right underneath that. So you know that you're going to substitute, don't need a 1 here. You're going to substitute the I square for a -1, right? Okay, so substituting the -1 here, I'll copy this over and put the -1 in for the I square. Okay, so let's just copy that and make our substitution. So the I square is now a -1. So let's put the -1 here. -1. Okay, take out the I square. You with me, Latoya?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the I square, I put the -1 that I gave you. I square is -1. So that's, and then we still have the +3i, -2i, -2, -7. All right. Now, what is that equal to, Latoya? When you combine, like you say, the like terms and all, what do you get?
3 times the minus something.
3 times -1 is what?
A -3.
That's it. Very good. -3. So 3 times a -1 is a -3. It's so small. Let's make this where it comes out big like the rest of it. Okay. So that's a -3 and +3i and a -2i is what?
1.
That's right. 1i, right?
Yeah.
Because you got the variable there, 1i. And then you have -2 and then -7. Okay, so combine your numbers and what do you get? The constants. So -3, -2, -7.
12. I am -12.
Okay, so that's a -12. 3 and 2 is 5 and 7 is 12 and they're all minus.
Damn,
so
I
that
might go see.
You knew it was C. Well, what did you put?
I don't remember what I put on my paper.
Okay. So it's a -12 and the 1i is really just I, right? So plus, that would be plus I. And what answer is that?
This time I'm gonna start working on my instinct properly.
Yeah. So, and I -12 plus I, really, that's the same as I -12. I
Oh, I get it right.
12. You had it right? You had it right?
I thought I got it wrong. I got it
Okay,
right.
good. I thought you had it right because I was saying you got some of the more difficult one correct and missed the easier ones. Okay, so answer is what? C?
Yeah.
Answer is, let's see. What is that
Because
number?
I know I do it on my paper. I remember it, and I was spending a lot of time on it.
So yeah, so
I was like,
answer.
No.
Answer is C. Okay. Let me get this out and make this bigger. Okay, let me just answer C. Now this is question number 3. I think it's a 2 here, but that's 3, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, this is 3. Okay, that's 3. So answer C. All right. So you have that one correct, right, Latoya?
Yeah.
I think you did because I told you which ones you did. See, let's go back to my.
I have 2, 6, I think, 11.
Let's see. Okay, you had, yeah, because you missed,
Number 2.
yeah, you missed 2, 3. Well, you didn't have 3 right. You missed 2, 3. So what you wrote down, you didn't have on your paper. You missed 2, 3, 6, 11, 16, 17. But 6, you're going to get credit for because you said the or, even though you had it right next to the variable, but that's okay.
I was trying to write and.
But that's okay. I'll put.
I was doing it at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. So number 3, answer C. Let's go to number 4.
Did I get number 4 right?
Let's see if you have, let's see what you have. Okay, you had 4 right. You only missed 6. Now we just have 6, 11, 16, 17.
Oh.
So you 6, 11, 16, 17. Okay, so number 4, Latoya, what did you do for number 4?
I didn't work out the problem.
You didn't?
Nope.
So what answer did you have for number 4?
C.
C.
Yeah.
No, C is correct. Yeah, C is correct. But I want to know, how did you get C, or did you guess?
I just guess.
Okay, well, let's see, how do we figure it out?
Yeah. So you're gonna find the length of a rectangle. The area
is 200 square inches, right? So let's do this. Length times width equal 200, right? Yeah, length times width, and I'll make this a capital W. Okay, now perimeter is what?
Distance around.
So what's the formula?
It's 2L plus 2W.
That's right. Perimeter equals 2L plus 2W. All right. Now they say express the perimeter of the rectangle as a function of the width, right? So what do we do? What do we substitute here? Width, let's see. Length equals what? If length times width is 200, then length equals 200 divided by width. Right? 200.
Yeah.
Let me put this. Divided by width. All right, let's put that there. Put the W here. All right. Now, if we substitute for the length, L equals 200 over W. That's what we'll do for this perimeter. So this becomes, let's just copy this again and substitute for L, 200 over W. Okay. So let's copy that. And for L, we want to put 200. So this would be times 200. And that's divided by W. So L equals 2 times 200 over W. So let's just underline this and put our W. And put our W here, okay? Okay, what's 2 times 200?
400.
Okay, so that's right. So P, let's just copy this over again and do our multiplication. Okay, so I put that there. And 2 times 200, you said 400. So that would be 400. Let's take the 2 out. Parenthesis 400 W. And we don't need the parenthesis because we already did the multiplication. Okay, so we have 400 over W. S, all underline, plus W. Okay, so let's see. We have, let's see. 2W plus 400 over W. Where do you see that?
C.
That's it. Answer C. So we have it in a format that we can see as one of our choices. Answer C. So perimeter, with perimeter expressed as a function of the width, which is W, is 400 W, 400 divided by W plus 2W. So we had to use two formulas. We used the area formula because we were given 200 square inches is the area. So that's length times width. And from that formula, we saw for L in terms of W. And then we substitute that 200 over W in the perimeter formula. So that's how we got our 2 times 200 over W. That's your answer. I think you had that one right, Latoya.
Yeah, that one right.
You had that one right. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, statement true or false. Now, some people miss this one.
I think I got that one right.
No, yeah, you had it right, but not everybody had it right. Okay. Is the statement
It was
below
tricky.
true or why was it tricky? Well, let me
Because
bring
that is
that back.
what I was doing.
Ah, is the statement below true or false?
But it's an inequality though.
X greater than 1 and Y greater than 2. So X plus Y is greater than 3. Well, if X is greater than 1, say X is 2 and Y is greater than 2 and it's, say that's 3. 2 plus 3 is 5 and 2 plus 3 is greater than 3. So answer A, true, right?
Yeah. Thank God I had false first and then I look again and say, no, true. Stick with the truth.
Yeah, but you had to look at your inequalities. If X is greater than 1, that means it's got to be 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Right? Y greater than 2, it's got to be 3, 4, 5, etc. So when you add, if you take the next number 2 and add the 3, you're going to get 5. So which means the sum of X and Y is greater than 3. Answer A. Right? Answer A. Okay, you had that one right, but not everybody had it right. I think they kind of got a little strong on this one.
These maths are tough.
Well, you know what they did? They kind of made like the greater than or equal, and they say it's equal to 1, it's equal to 2, and it's 3. So X plus Y is equal to 3, but not greater than 3. So they said false. But it's not an equal, it's a greater than. It's a greater than, right? And I think some people translate this in their minds to an equal. So they say X is 1, Y is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. So X plus 1 is not greater than 3. It's equal to 3. So they said that's false. But it's a greater than, which means you got to go up a number. So 1 goes up to 2, 2 goes up to 3, add the 2, you get 5. And that sum is greater than 3. Okay. Let's look at number 6. Okay, number 6. Now, this is the one where you're going to get a square root, right?
Yeah, number 6.
Yeah, how do you solve that one, Latoya?
It's a quadratic.
Yeah, it's a quadratic, but well, it's really not a quadratic because quadratics are ax squared plus bx plus c. You don't have an x, you just have an x squared. So it's really not a quadratic. So.
I find out where times 32.
What did you do?
Does the
So how did you solve this one? What do you do first? Add what?
Add 32.
That's
Both
right.
sides.
Add 32 to both sides. Is that noise from you, Latoya?
No, I don't know. Maybe I'm a phone.
Sound like static.
Yeah, my phone is always static. Just
Oh, okay. So add 32 to both
earpiece.
sides. Okay, now I don't hear it. Okay. Let's add 32 to both sides. Let's put that here. Okay. So add 32 to the left plus 32 and add 32 on the right plus 32. Now the 30 minus 32 and plus 32 is going to be 0. So we'll have left is just 2x squared. Okay. Okay. And let's see, let me make this. Okay. Plus 32. Okay. So the 32, the minus 32 minus plus 32 is going to be equal to 30. I mean 0. Okay. Plus minus same constant or variable is 0. So this would then be 32. It's static.
Yeah.
Okay. And this one here is, let's see, plus 32. Okay. Get rid of that 32. We don't need that. Okay. So 2x squared is 32. What's the next step, Latoya? What do I do next?
Gotta
Divide what?
divide 2x.
No, 2.
2, I mean.
Yeah, divide both sides by 2. So that's going to give you, let's just take this 2x squared equals 32 and divide both sides by 2. So I put that here. And left side divided by 2. I put that here. Line, and 32 divided by 2. Okay. Okay. Now let's put the 2 underneath both sides. Okay, 2, 2. And let's bring that up some so it looks like a real fraction. Okay, layout. And on the left, I just have what, x squared left?
Yeah, x squared.
Right, so I just have x squared left. So let me just copy that. And the 2 comes out. 2 over 2 is 1, so I can take out the 2. Take out the 2 here. All right. And I don't need an underline because I just have x squared by itself. Take out the underline. And 32 over 2 is what, Latoya?
12.
32
No,
over 2.
16.
Where's Latoya? What kind of math is she doing? So x squared. So we have, let's just copy that. X squared equals, okay. X squared equals 16. So what is x equal to, Latoya?
4 minus 4.
X is square root of 16. So x equal, and let's see if I can find a, okay, symbol. Let's see if I can, let's see, do insert. I'm trying to find a symbol. Okay. Okay, there's my square root. So square root of 16 And the square root of 16 is both a plus and a minus. So it'll be a plus 4 or minus 4. That's your answer. Because a minus 4 times a minus 4 is 16, and a plus 4 times a plus 4 is a 16. So that's your answer. All right.
Yeah.
That's the one you said you had the 4 OR, but you had them right next to each other. And I said, 4 OR, that's a 4 and a variable OR.
I was trying to write it low, and then I was
and it was a big O and a big R. So I said, oh. Actually, had it been small O and R, I probably would have kind of figured it out. But you had a capital O and a capital R. And I said,
I don't know how I get my hands up there. So.
But anyway, I understand what you were trying to say. So plus 4 minus 4 are the answers for number 6. And I know you had 7, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
This is a slope intercept format. So you know that format is, let me just.
Mx plus b.
Right, very good.
Mx plus b.
Yeah, y equal
mx
yeah.
plus b.
Y. Very good, Latoya. Mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So the slope is going to be a minus 3. So let me just make that a small y. So let's just fill in what the slope is. The slope is a minus 3. So where we see a m, we put a minus 3. So let's see. So this is copy. Let's see. So m is going to be a minus 3. So we substitute the slope, which is m. All right, let me just put over here. So m equal slope. B equal y intercept. And the y-intercept is just the value of y when x is 0. So you know that this is an x right here. This is an x. I'll just put it right over it so you can see, because the xy pairs or x first followed by y. So this is x comma y. So when x is 0, y is the intercept. So the intercept is just going to be minus 5. The y-intercept would be minus 5. So there's your answer. Y equals minus 3x minus 5. That's the answer for number 7. All right. Now, what about number 8, Latoya?
Which one is
Number 8, solve the equation, right?
Oh,
here.
this one is tough.
No,
I think I got it right, but
I
spent right. a lot of time on it.
No, you had it right, okay? Because you're solving this equation for x, right? So let's just copy this equation and solve for x.
Because I didn't see the minus beside the 0. I was like, yeah, this is easy. And I was like, oh, it's a negative.
So what are you going to do first? You're going to subtract what?
Subtract my 1.5 both sides.
That's right. Subtract 1.5 from both sides. I wonder what happened to Audrey.
Maybe she gets stuck outside.
Well,
crazy these days.
Well, if it's kind of bad, she has to go turn in timesheets on Monday, and then she takes 2 buses. So all you need is one to start failing you, and then it backs you up. Okay, minus 1.5. Okay, and then minus 1.5 on the right. Minus 1.5. Now, what do you get on the left side, Latoya?
.0.40.
You get on the left side?
0.25 plus 1.5 is 1.
No, on the left side, right here.
Oh, that's 0.
Yeah, 1.5 plus and 1.5 minus is 0. So
Oh,
then you
yeah,
have
0.
just left minus 0.25x.
0.25.
Now,
Oh,
what's 1.5 subtracted from 10.75? What is that?
8.75.
What do you get? Let's see.
9.75.
10 points. There's a minus minus.
That's 10.
So what do you get when you add those?
12.25.
Yeah, 12.25. Okay. So what we have is, let's just copy this. So this will be minus, right? Minus 12.25. Okay, so that's a 2. And let's take that because we added those 2 negatives. Okay. Now what's your next step?
You gotta divide both sides.
Okay, right. Divide both sides by minus 0.25. Okay, so let's just do that. Divide both sides of this equation by minus 0.25. So I'll put that there and we'll do our division. Okay, so we've got to put the minus 0.25 underneath on the left side. Okay. And we do it on the right side also. Okay. So let's put our minus, let's see, 0.25, and that's a negative. And on the right side, the same thing, minus 0.25. Okay, now what do you get when you divide that out, Latoya?
7.
What do you get?
Minus 7.
A 12.25 divided by 0.25, you get what?
7.
No, you do not.
A minus 7.
No, you do not. X squared equal what?
Oh, x squared is
What is that equal to?
49. Sorry.
49. That's right.
Oh crap, I'm sorry. It's
X
49.
squared equal 49. Yeah. So this is equal to, let's see. Okay. Equal 49. So x squared equal 49. So we don't need to underline here. Let's take that out. So x is going to be the square root of 49, right? X equal.
That's where this minus 7 come in. Plus 7
right.
and minus
so we're going to
7.
take our radical symbol right here. Okay. So x is square root of 49. And that's where we get the square root of 49 is 7 times 7 and minus 7 times 7. So x equal plus 7 or minus 7. That's the answer.
Yeah, I get that one right.
Yeah, you had it. You had that one correct. Which kind of surprised me when you had that other one with that 4. And I said, but it's the same kind of problem. And you had
I told you, I put on my paper, sometimes I put the wrong thing when I'm writing because I'm doing it. And I got to start emailing it. I think it's better that I don't make.
Or you can do
Let's
like
see
I
it.
say Chastity does. She takes a picture of the sheet. You know, she
Yeah.
circles the answer, write the answer, and then take a picture of the sheet and send it on her phone.
Because sometimes when I send people stuff, they say it blurry.
Oh, on the when you
Yeah.
okay. Well, you can do it like email. You can actually write it out on email. You had number 9 right. What is number 9 answer, Latoya?
It's 9 less than sign. Asterisk N.
Okay, so you had 9.
I never saw this one before.
You had 9 less than what?
Then M.
M.
Asterisk N. I'm upgrading.
Oh, okay. M asterisk N. Or you could have said, let's see, you could have just said 9 less than M N. Side by side is still multiplication. The same
Yeah.
thing. Or you could say M dot N or MXN or just MN. Side by side is multiplication. So that's the answer. 9 less than the product of M times N. I know you had it correct. Very good. Number 9.
Yes.
All right, let's go to number 10.
Oh, this one. Oh.
Did you have that one right?
Yeah, I get that one right.
Okay.
I
All
think
right.
so.
So number
It's
10.
15% is 45,000.
Wait a minute. No, number 10, Latoya. You're looking at
Oh,
13.
sorry. How am I going to 13?
No,
Oh,
you're
this
looking at
one, it
number
was a
10.
pain.
Now the 320 is a perimeter, right? 320
Yeah,
feet of fencing
it's a
around the
two-word
field.
problem.
Okay, so what do we have to put? Tell me what to write. What's the
Let
perimeter
area
formula?
equal, perimeter mean 2L plus 2W.
Okay, so perimeter equal 2L plus 2W. That's the perimeter formula. The length is 6 feet more than the width. So how would I write that? Length would be what?
6x.
More than. More than is added.
6 plus.
Okay, so length is equal 6 plus the width, or you could say width plus 6. The length is 6 feet more than the width. That's what it says here. Length is 6 feet more than the width. Okay. And that's translated to length equals width plus 6. Then what do I do next, Latoya?
Yeah,
Still working with perimeter. So what do I substitute here?
The 6 2L plus 2W.
Yeah, but what do I substitute for L?
320.
No. L is W plus 6. Okay, I can put the 320 here. You okay? Yes, fine. You can put it right here. 320. That's equal to perimeter. Now, L is W plus 6. So I can put W plus 6 here. W plus 6. All right. Now, what does that give me, Latoya?
Oh. 320 equal 2W plus 12.
That's right. Very good. So let me just copy that, and you're multiplying. You're doing the parenthesis PEMDAS. Okay, so that would be 2 times W is 2W. There we go. And 2 times 6 is 12, just like you said. and then 2W. So what is that equal to?
320 equal
What is that equal to? Combine your
4W plus 12.
Okay, very good. So 320 is adding 2W plus 2W, get 4W, and 4W plus 12. Okay.
In this case, you don't have to square it, right?
No,
Okay.
no, this is not a area. This is a perimeter,
Okay.
all linear. So
Okay.
what do you do next?
You're gonna divide.
Something you're gonna do before that. You need the 320 and the 12 together. Those are constants. How do you do that?
Add 320 both sides.
No. You want to get the 12 over here. What operation? You want to get the 12 over on the left.
Subtract.
That's it, right. Subtract 12 from both sides. Okay. Now, if you subtract 12 from both sides, and let's just put this here and subtract that out 12. Okay. So 320 minus 12 equal 4W plus 12 minus 12 minus 12. Okay. Now on the left, what's 320 minus 12, Latoya?
308.
That's it. Very good. 308. And that's equal to just 4W, right? Now, what is W equal to?
308.
Divided by what?
Divided by 4.
That's it. By 4. And what is that equal to?
77.
77. Okay. And that's the width. So what is the length?
Then you gotta add the 6. We didn't do the 6.
That's right. The length is 12. Is width plus 6. So we go back to our formula. Length equals width plus 6. And that would be, if we substitute in here, that would be 77 plus 6 equal 83. So our answer is what?
B.
That's it.
Because I did the first part and I was like, oh crap, I forgot the 6.
Yeah, some people put 77, but 77 is the width. They ask you what is the length in feet. Yeah. What is the length?
You gave us a problem like that a couple months ago. I only did the first part. You said,
what
no,
is the length? What
part.
Is the length in feet? So that meant you had to go back up here. Length is width plus 6. Add the 6 to the 77, which is a width, and you get the length of 83. That's your answer. Okay, very good. Let's go to number. Now, I think I gave you something on inequality phrases, and at most means what? What does at most mean? When you say something is at most. It means less than or equal. It's at most this, so it can't be higher than the 45, which means it's got to be either less than or equal to the 45. So what's the answer, Latoya?
I don't remember.
Answer. What?
D.
D, right. D is in dog. Just remember, at most means less than or equal. Okay, means less than or equal. I can send you that little setup I had on some of the common phrases and how they translate. I had that on some worksheets I gave you. So At most means less than or equal. So the answer is D.
Yeah.
Very good. Now number 12, and several people missed that one. Did you have that? You had that one right, Latoya, I think. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
So what's the selling price?
It was
What's the selling price? You remember?
$200,000.
That's what he wants to get for the house. So what would he have to sell it at to get 200,000?
20%.
20% what?
The agent charged 20%.
Well, he wants to get 200. So really 100% minus 20. 100%
And
minus 20% equal 80%.
8%.
Okay, so he really want to get 80% of what he's selling it for. So really you ask yourself 80%. Audrey,
Yes, Miss Barbara, I just get home.
I know 80% of selling
I don't see her now in them so do
price is equal to 200,000. That's what he would like to get. Okay, so 80% of the selling price is $200,000. So 80% means you're multiplying by 0.80. So let's just say 0.80, and I'll just put this in parentheses because this is a multiplication times, okay, and I'll just call this SP, the selling price, okay. Selling price equal SP. So 0.80 times SP equals the 200,000. So Latoya, how do I find the SP? How do I find SP? Latoya? How do I find SP? Or do you know? How do I find SP, the selling price?
It's selling price.
Yeah, if 0.80, 80% of the selling price is 200,000. So how do I find SP, selling price?
Multiply by.
What do I do with this equation to find SP?
Oh God, no, I'm not hearing it.
This is a multiplication. What's the opposite of multiplication?
It's division. It's division.
That's right. So now you've got to divide
200.
both sides by 0.80. 0.80. Okay, so do that. Tell me what you get. Take this equation and divide both sides by 0.80. So let's put the 0.80 underneath here and also on the right side. What do you get, Audrey? Did you divide that? You have your calculator? 0.80. 0.80. So what is SP? Or do you have
The
an answer?
selling price.
Yeah, what is it? What is that value? Latoya, what
see.
is that
Yeah.
value? You want to sell it at that price to gain 200,000 from it. So what is that SP number?
50,000.
No,
250,000.
that's it. 250,000. Very good. 250,000.
Okay.
That's the selling price. Now, if the agent is making 20% of the selling price, how much is he making?
50,000.
That's it. 20% of
So how you get
250,000. Well, I think Audrey, you had a 240, right?
Yeah, because I said it was 20%. Where you get it 0.8 from is my
Oh, 100% minus 20%, which is what he's charging of the selling price. So that's 80%. So that means 80% of the selling price is 200,000. That's why I get the 80%, 100 minus 20.
I see what I did. Okay.
You saw what you did? So 20% of 250,000 is equal to 50,000. So he has to sell it for 250,000, and the commission is 20% of that, which is 50,000.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Yes.
And
I know
then
where the effort from. I know how we do that.
what?
I got that one right, Miss Barbara, right?
I think you had
Yeah, I got that
part
one
of
right.
it right. Did you? Some of you had part of it right. Like you had the 50,000, but you didn't have the 250, or you had the 250 and didn't have the
Let me
50.
see what I did.
Which is kind of strange because whatever answer you got for the selling price, you take 20% of it. And that's the commission.
200.
But Audrey, didn't you have 240?
Yes, I have 240.
How did you get 240?
I took 20% of the 200,000. That's what I did, and then I subtract it from the
But you can't take 20% of the 200,000. That's how much you want to get from the house. You can only apply the percent to the selling price. And the selling price is not 200,000. 200,000 is how much you want to make on the house. So you have to find out what you have to sell it at.
I add it to that. That's what happened. I find 20% of the 200,000, and then I add that 40 to that 200,000.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You can't apply the percent against what you want to make from it.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, okay, but the percent is always against what you're selling it for. Okay, so you want to sell it for 250,000. Agent gets 20% of the 250,000, and that's, you change a percent to a decimal. 0.2 times 250 gives you 50,000. All right, so this is what you will get here. Okay, so agents commission is equal to 250,000 times 0.20, and that's how you get the 50,000. Okay, so that's 250, and that's a decimal here. Okay, so 200, when you say of, that's a multiplication. So 20% converted to a decimal, multiplied by 250,000, the selling price would give you 50,000. So the agent's commission is 50,000. See why people like to go into real estate, right? They make nice commissions. But see, sometimes, you're not selling so many houses, so you've got to really try to make it on maybe 1 or 2 houses, but if you're selling a lot of houses, you could really clean up and commission. Like now, I think houses are really being sold because people, people are kind of moving back. Some people kind of downsizing, going from houses to apartments, buying co-ops or whatever. So either way, if it's an agent involved, there's a commission involved. And more and more people are getting their real estate license because of that. Because real estate, you don't need an office. All you need is a computer and internet connection. Really. And you can sell houses. And you got a internet, and you've got a computer, and you've got a phone to contact the people who may be buying the house or selling the house. So more and more people are going into real estate. And a lot of the colleges are offering the classes, and they're not too expensive. And if you're lucky enough to get on with a company where they pay for it, pay for your class, and you learn while you earn. All right. Some people take it as a part-time job and then find it it's so lucrative, they may just make it a full-time job. But it's something you could really do part-time, because maybe you have a regular job and you just want to do it on weekends. 13, Audrey, what did you do for number 13?
13.
John's annual salary after a raise.
I divide 45,000 by 15%.
You divide 45,000. What did you do?
Huh?
What did you do for number 13?
I divide 45,000 by 15%.
And what did you get?
300,000.
That's what I'm saying. You had some answers that didn't make sense. How could a person make $300,000 from a 45,000? Think about it. What kind of raise is that to go from 45,000 to 300,000? Latoya, what did you do?
15% times 100 is 115%.
So that's right. So if you divide the 45,000 by 1.15, then you get what the salary was before the increase.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the raise of 15%, what Latoya is saying, 100.
I told her to turn on Ocean.
What?
I told her it was to turn on Ocean Avenue.
Okay, equal 1.
I didn't want to go because it's too long.
%. Okay. So if you take that 115%, 115%, convert that to decimal, that's going to be 1.15. Right. That's 1.15. So what you're going to do is divide that 45,000. This is a decimal point here, not a comma. Okay. So what you do here, Audrey, you're going to take that 45,000. Okay, that's $45,000. Put the dollar sign there, and divide that by 1.15. Okay, because that's, you got an increase of 15%, so that's 15 over 100, right? So divide that by 1.15, and what did you get, Latoya?
39,000.
Yeah, 39,130, right?
So yeah, 130. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be your answer, Audrey. That would be your answer. Let's take out this on the line there. That would be your answer. The salary, this would be your salary before the raise. So you got an increase in salary. So you can't have something bigger, Audrey. The salary before the raise has to be less than the salary after the raise. You follow?
Yeah.
So you were making 39,130. You got a 15% increase and your salary went up to 45,000. So you can't have a salary before the raise that's greater than the salary after the raise. It's got to be less. Okay, so this is your answer. 39,130. So how did you get that 300,000, Audrey?
I just told you that I divide the 240,000 by 2 and 20%. I mean, sorry, the 45,000 by 15%.
You divide the 45,000 by 15%.
Yeah.
But you can't do that because the 45,000 is after the raise. Right? The 45,000 is after the raise. It's not the salary before the raise. So what you have to do is, since your salary increased 100%, add the 15%, it went up by 1.15. So then you divide your salary after the raise by the 1.15 to find out what your original salary was before the raise. That's the way you solve that. And that's how you get the 39,130. And that's got to be less than the 45,000 because you got an increase. So your salary before the raise has to be less than the salary after the raise. All right.
Okay.
Number 14. Anybody want to tell me how you do number 14? How do you do number 14? Let's see. How do you do number 14?
You're gonna say let 3.5 hours plus 3 hours plus 60 hours, I think. 3.5 plus 3 hours parentheses times 20.
Well, now the distance from city A to city B is the same as the distance from city B to CA. So you know the distances are the same, right? Now, what's the formula for distance, rate, and time?
D equal R times T.
That's right. Just D equals RT. Distance is rate times the time. So what I'm saying is the distance is the same going from A to B as from B to C. That's the same, right? Now we're looking for the speed. So if distance is rate times T, then rate of travel is equal to distance divided by T. So let me just put, keep these the same. D equals RT. So the little R, rate, that's miles per hour, is equal to distance over time. Now, which means you need to know your distance and you need to know your time. So what is your distance?
3.5 hours.
So your distance is what? It's 3.5. Well, we can say, well, we can call that X, right? 3.5 times X, right? 3.5 times X. And what is the other distance?
3 hours.
but they increased the speed to what? To 20?
But 20 kilometers per
Okay,
hour.
so that's gonna be plus 3 times x plus 20. Because the speed was increased by what? 20.
20.
So this
20.
would be, let's make this the little x. So 3.5 times x. 3.5 is the hours, right? Distance is rate times the time. So we have 3.5 hours times x plus 3 times x plus 20 because he increased the speed by 20. Okay. Now, what's your total time for the 2 trips? The round trip. What's the 2 times? T would be for the 2 trips. Audrey, what's the 2 times? What's the 2 times? 3.5 hours from city A to B, and then from B to city A is 3 hours. So it's going to be 3.5 plus 3. That's your total time, right? Because one way is 3.5, the other way is 3. So now you can find your rate is 3.5 times x plus 3 times x plus 20. And that rate is your distance, and your distance is your rate times your time. So this is going to be rate, this is going to be time, this is going to be rate plus 20 times the time. So let's solve this for x. What do you get? How would you solve that for x, for the rate? Anybody? How would you solve it? Three point five x plus 3 times x plus 20 divided by 3.5 plus 3. Oh, that's going to be your average speed. So how would you solve that?
You're gonna cancel it out?
You have to do the parenthesis first, Ms. Barra.
Yeah, you're gonna have to multiply the 3x plus 20, and add these two. So that's gonna be what? 3.5, let's just put 3.5x
3.5x
plus 3x, right? 3
x plus 20
plus, wasn't it 3 times 20?
Yeah, plus 60.
Plus 60. And that's all divided by
3.5.
Oh, 6.5.
6.5.
3.5 plus
6.5.
Yeah, that would be 6.5.
6.5.
6.5. Okay. 6.5. Okay. So what's that equal to?
It was my thing when we do it.
Yeah. Okay.
What is that equal to?
Let me do it on my calculator. 3 times 3. Oops, I put in time. 3.5 plus 3 plus 6 divided by 6.5.
So well, there's something I didn't give you here. You've got to take this right here. Let's just take this.
Okay, fine. Let's see.
Now, solve this for X. Just this. We want to solve for X. So that would be what you had the 3. Okay. 3.5. Okay, so that's equal 3.5
Plus
3x
plus
60.
60.
And that would be 3x we want to solve for X. Okay. X equal 120 kilometers per hour. So if we solve that for X, we should get 120 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, 129.2 kilometers.
Well, no, we would get that for the X. And then we put the 120 into this formula. The 120 is what would go into this formula. Right here.
Yeah.
See, this would be, okay, times 120. Okay, for the X, because we had to solve for X first. And then this would be 120. Okay. And this is where you get the rate that you just said, Latoya, 129. I think I got 129.2
kilometer.
Yeah, 0.2
per hour slash
kilometers per hour. That's right. So it was like a 2-part thing. You had the first,
it's a 2-part,
you had
yeah.
to find the rate 120 kilometers per hour. This is hour. Okay.
It was so long.
Yeah, and then okay, there we go. And then solve for the rate and put this as R. And the rate, so you had to find this value of X. That's the rate 120 kilometers per hour. Then you substitute that in your rate formula and solve for your average. That's when you put the sum of the 2 trips hours and then put the 120 into here and solve it. You get 129.2. Yeah, this one was a bit difficult. But you're looking for average speed, but you had to know distance is rate times the time.
Yeah.
So rate is distance divided by time, but we had to find this value of rate per hour using the 3.5x for one trip and the 3 times it increased by 20 for the second trip. Okay. So that was number 14. And let's see, 15. Anybody do 15? Number 15. 15. Alex thinks of a number, doubles it, add 7, divide by 3. The answer is less than 9. Okay, so this is number 15. 1, 5. Okay. That's number 15. Okay. Okay, so let me just put this here. Okay. Get this line out. Okay. Okay. Alex thinks.
Why me have to take bunny?
Let's see. I'm going to get that out. Okay, Alex thinks of a number. This is number 15.
I didn't see it, Miss Barbara.
Can you see Alex
Yeah.
thinks of a number, doubles it?
This one beat me. I could have get. I don't know.
No, how would you write this? How would you write this in the math?
I
I
don't know.
don't know. I put 7. I don't know, but I said the number is 7 plus 7.
No, what you say? Okay, let n equal number. Okay.
Mhm.
I
Now,
got it right.
okay, so 2 times the number, what would I write?
2x.
2x.
Well, I'm using n, so it'd be 2n. That's
N
right.
times
And
2x.
Okay, how would I write add 7?
plus 7.
That's right, plus 7. And how would I write divide by 3, the whole thing?
Divide by 3.
Yeah, so where would I put the 3?
Outside
here.
of it.
Right here, no, divided by 3. In other words, the number is n. I double it, that's 2 times the number.
Times n,
Add
right.
7, add 7. See, here's the number, double it, add 7, divide by 3. So that's what that would be. Double the number, add 7, divided by 3. And we say it's less than 9. So let me put my less than symbol. Let's see. This is less than 9. Okay, so how would I solve for n?
You're gonna divide 3 into 9?
No. Two times the number, that's double it. Add the 7, divide by 3, less than 9. So what is n equal to? How would I solve for n in this inequality? What would I do first?
You add, just
You
divide.
subtract.
No.
You multiply.
You multiply, that's right. Or you multiply both sides by 3. Okay, so let's just take this whole expression and multiply both sides by 3. So what do I get?
6 plus n. 6 plus 10.
No.
Remember,
I'm multiplying this expression by 3 and this by 3. So the
6
3's
n.
the 3 is gonna cancel. So I'm really just say if this was, I need a bracket here to enclose all of this in a bracket. But if well, let's just do it like this. Okay, I'll put this like this. Okay, and then I say multiply both sides by 3. So I'm putting a 3 here, right? And then I'm multiplying this by 3. So what I have left on the left side is just 2n plus 7, right? 2n plus 7. And what's 9 times 3?
27.
That's right. So that would be 27. Then what do I do next, Latoya?
Divide by 3.
7.
No.
Divide by 3.
No. What did you say, Latoya?
Minus 7 on both sides.
You gotta, that's right. You gotta subtract 7 from both sides. Okay. Now, subtracting 7, let's just take this inequality. Subtract 7 from both sides. Okay. Okay, so this is minus 7 on the left and minus 7 on the right. Okay. Audrey, what do I get on the left side? Go back here. Okay, so what do I have on the left side, Audrey? 2n plus 7 minus 7. What is that equal to? Audrey?
2n plus 7.
What's a plus 7 and a minus 7?
It's 14.
No, plus minus is the same as a 0. Remember, plus minus the same value, whether they are variables or numbers, is 0. Audrey, you remember? Plus 7 and a minus 7 is 0. Got it? When you add and subtract the same value, you get 0. Mathematical rule. Okay, so you'll just have 2n left. Now, Audrey, what's 27 minus 7?
20.
20, right. Okay, now, how do I solve for n?
Divide.
That's right. You got to divide both sides by 2. And that will give you n less than 10. So what is your answer?
C.
That's it. Answer C. It is less than 10. So recap, what was given us, double the number, add the 7, divided by 3, less than 9. Once we solve for the n, we get n less than 10, which is C. It is less than 10. Got it?
Mhm.
Okay, so you translated the phrases to the math. The doubling, that's the multiplying, the adding, the 7, divided by the 3, and it says it's less than 9. So you put the inequality less than 9 and then solve for the n, and the n comes out less than 10, which matches choice C. Question?
No, I get that one right.
You had that one right. Okay. All right, Audrey, let's go to the extra credit. Now, Audrey, what did you do for number 16?
I didn't know how to do that one. I
No?
don't remember. Yeah, I didn't do it. I guess the answer.
You guessed?
Yeah.
Audrey,
But
what
the
did you
answer that I guess
do?
was wrong.
What did you do for number 16, Audrey?
I find 2.5% of
Well, they gave you the
11.9.
discount and they gave you the percent discount. So what do you know about that, Audrey? When they give you that the discount was 2.5% and the amount of the discount was $11.90, what does that tell you?
let me tell you what I did.
Okay, tell me what you did.
I took $11.90 and I divided by 2.5%.
Okay, and what do you get?
I get 476.
That is correct. Because what you're saying is, and let me just put it here, 2.5% of a price is equal to $11.90. That's why you did the division. Okay. And so the price was, say, X. Okay. So you said X equal $11.90 divided by, well, let's change this to a decimal, 0.025. And Audrey, what did you get? 476?
Yes, that is if you pay for cash. But then
That's
what I
it.
did, huh?
Okay. Okay, keep going. And then how did you find how much you pay with a credit card?
Because if you pay with cash, you get in $11.90.
Right.
And if you pay with a credit card, they add that on to the price.
That's right. Because you no longer have that discount.
Because
So
that's
you have
right, because it's not cash.
that's right. So you take that 460, I'm sorry, 476,
476.
and add what was your discount for cash, which is $11.90. And what did you get, Audrey?
487.90.
That's right. 487. And that's what you pay with credit card, because you no longer have that discount. Follow that, Latoya? So answer is what?
D.
Answer D as in dog. Okay, so you only get the discount for cash. So whatever that was paid with cash, you've got to add that discount to it to get what you pay with a credit card for $487.90. Answer D. Question? You okay, Latoya?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, so that's your answer. So let's see, we have one more, number 17. Okay. Audrey, did you do 17?
We did 17, but I don't know if I do it right.
Okay, so what did you get for 17?
I put B.
I think the answer was A.
Now, you think of a number, multiply it by 2, okay, and you subtract it. Let's see, let me find the problem. Okay, think of a number, multiply it by 2, subtract from 15, multiply 8, then divide by 9. Answer greater than or equal to 24. Did you set it up?
No.
Okay, well, let's just say let n equal number. So multiply by 2, what would it be?
And
2n. 2n.
That's right, 2n. Okay, so multiply by 2 would be 2n. Okay, now subtract the number from 15. So what would that be?
Minus 15, 2n minus 15.
No, subtract the resulting number, which is 2n, from 15. So that means 15
minus 2n.
That's right, minus 2n. Okay, so that's the resulting number. Multiply by 8. So that means you're going to multiply this by 8. We just translating the words to the math. So multiply this by 8. Divide this by 9. So let's just take this, underline it, and put a 9. Okay, and we're saying this is what? So we put a 9 here, and we're saying it's greater than or equal to 24. So this is a greater than, let's see if I can find a greater than or equal, let's see, greater than or equal 24. Okay, so we've got, let me just make this, okay, bring that up a little closer. Okay, now we don't need this underline right here. Now, how do you solve this, Latoya?
You do parentheses first.
Okay, so what would that be?
15 minus 2.
8 times 15 minus 2n. What does that equal to? What's 8 times 15?
8 times 15.
120, right?
120.
Okay, 120. And what's 8 times minus 2n?
Minus 16n.
Minus 16n. Okay. So that would be then over 9. Okay, let's just put this over 9. And that's greater than or equal to 24. So let's just put the greater than or equal 24. Okay. So this would be a 9 here. We put the 9. That's 9. No underlined here. Okay, here we go. And we don't need a underline here. Okay. Now, how do we solve this? What do we do first to solve this for n? What do we do first? Anybody?
Subtraction.
No.
You divide.
No.
Try.
Wait, no, you divide by 9, so you want to multiply by 9, right?
Right.
Do the opposite. So
Opposite.
let's just say multiply
Mhm.
both sides by 9.
9.
And what do you get? This, you want to multiply both sides by 9. And what do you get when you multiply both sides by 9?
1050. 120 times 9 is 1080.
What are you doing, Latoya?
You said divide, multiply both sides.
Yeah, I know, but what do you get?
24 times 9, 216.
Because if you multiply this by 9, the 9s are going to cancel. Remember, I'm
Yeah.
multiplying this whole expression by 9. So 9 over 9 is 1, right? So I
yeah.
have 120 minus 16n. What's 9 times 24?
216.
Okay, so let's just put the greater than or equal right here. Okay, greater than or equal. So you got 9 times 4 is 36 and 18 and 3 is 2. You got 216, right? 216. Then what do you do next? What do you do next?
Subtract.
Subtract what?
$120 from both sides.
Okay, let's subtract the 120 from both sides. Okay. Subtract 120 from both sides. And what do you get on the left and on the right? So let me copy this and put my 120. Okay, and put the subtraction. So subtract 120 on the left and subtract the 120 on the right. So what do I get on the left side, Latoya?
No, the right side is 96. And
what's the left side?
minus 120 minus 16.
Just
104.
No, plus 120 minus 120 is 0.
Oh,
So it's just minus 16n, right? And what do you get on the right side? You told me that before. What do you get?
96.
Okay, let me put this here. So you got 90, 0 from 6 and 2 from 11 is 9. So you say this is 96. Okay. So on the right side, it would just be 96. So let me put the 9. They got the 1. They got the 120. Then what do I do next?
Divide.
Let me take this. This is N. Okay. So you divide by what?
16 on both sides.
Okay, so let me put this on the next page. Okay, so you divide by minus 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so divide both sides. Both sides by minus 16. And what do you get, Latoya?
6.
But you divide by negative, so you're going to reverse it, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be C.
So it'd be N. And this is a reverse. So let's see. Insert symbol. That's going to be less than or equal to minus 6. What answer is it?
It's C and B.
It is 17 is, I have C here. Answer C.
You have a negative here, Miss Barbara.
Did I have a negative?
Yeah, you have a negative. I said it was C, but then I see you had a negative.
Yeah, but I divided both sides by, well, 96 divided by a negative is a negative.
That's why I said it was B.
Okay, let's see. Number 17, we said greater than or equal. Okay, less than or equal. Well, it's less than or equal negative 6. Actually, it's B.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was B.
You said
when I
B.
see-
Yeah, you're right. It's B. It's less than or equal to negative 6. So the answer is B. Because when I divide by the minus, I get a minus 6. And I had to reverse, divide both sides by minus. Okay, reverse the inequality. That's why we had the greater than or equal, had to reverse it to less than. So less than or equal negative 6, answer B. Questions on 17?
Just because I didn't know to set it up.
Yeah, well, you have to do it step by step, Latoya. Let's go back up here. Okay. Multiply by 2.
I did it by the 2n, and
You
then
did the 2,
when
and
I
then it
see, yeah.
says subtract the resultant number from 15. So the 2n is subtracted from the 15. See, that's where some people make a mistake. They take the 2
Yeah.
minus 15, but it says subtract the resulting number, that's the 2n, from 15. Then multiply it by 8, that's the 8, okay? And then divide by 9. And it's greater than or equal to 24. So put the greater than or equal sign and 24, and that's your expression. Okay, so that's the end of our session. But remember, I said I'll be sending you out the next sheet. This was number 6. So I'll be sending you number 7. Probably I'll send it, Audrey, I put yours in the mail today.
Answers? Could you send me the answers to this work here that I can look over it again?
Well, I emailed this whole session.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
At the end of this session, I'll email you the session.
Okay.
So you'll see all the answers. Now,
right.
since
Another
this is
mistake
being recorded, I'm also putting it on YouTube.
Okay.
If you want to see explanations again and hear them just like we went through them. then you
Right.
can go to YouTube, but you'll be getting this session, all right?
Okay.
And I sent your hard copy by mail today. I put it in the mail today. So you'll be getting your number 7 in the mail. all
Okay.
right? So
All right.
let me know when you get it, so I know you
Okay.
got it, okay? And I
I'll do
also
it.
sent you number 8, so I figured I'd just send them both together, okay? Because
All right.
we do 3 sessions during the summer. This is number 6. We have a 7 and an 8. And then
All right.
we'll start back in the fall with our other work. Okay, so
Okay.
the next session, did I tell you when the next session? August 2nd. That's when we will meet the next time on Zoom, August 2nd. The work that you're sending in is due, let's see, July 30th, I think it is.
Yeah.
July 30th. You can send me the work and email it or text it. All right. And then our last session will be August 30th. And I think that's due by August 20th. But we'll go over that next time. Any questions on anything?
No.
Okay, so I'll be sending you this session. I'll email it to you. And I will be uploading the session to YouTube.
I'm sorry, Miss Barbara. I just got home.